My child, hear me in this moment, for I speak into the deepest places of your spirit, into the silent rooms where you have carried burdens that no one else has seen, into the corners of your heart where you hid your tears, into the nights where you whispered prayers you hoped I heard, and into the dreams that felt like they died before they ever lived. And I tell you now that this cannot wait, because you have been standing at the edge of a divine turning point without realizing how close you truly are to the unveiling of what I have been preparing for you since before you understood my voice, before you knew my presence, before you learned to lean on me in the storms, for I have been with you when you were afraid, when you were weary, when you felt unworthy, when you doubted your purpose, and when you questioned whether I still had plans for you. And I say to you now, beloved, that every moment of waiting, every moment of silence, every moment that felt like delay has been part of a divine orchestration that is shifting even now in your favor, even when you cannot see the movement, for much happens in the spiritual realm before it manifests in your physical world. And I need you to understand that this season you are entering is not like the seasons you have come through, because this is a season of awakening, a season of restoration, a season of divine timing reaching maturity, a season where the seeds you planted in tears will rise in joy, a season where what was broken will be rebuilt, where what was lost will be returned, where what was closed will be opened, and where what was heavy will be lifted, because I am the one who heals, who restores, who rebuilds, who renews, and who carries you when you cannot move on your own. And I tell you, chosen one, that I have seen your pain, I have counted your tears, I have watched the unseen battles of your heart, the ones you fought quietly so others wouldn't worry, the ones you fought silently so you would not be judged, the ones that drained you even while you kept smiling. And I am proud of the strength you did not know you had, the endurance you didn't realize was growing, the faith that survived even when your hope felt like it was fading. And I call you beloved because you are mine, because you are chosen, because you were formed with purpose and intention, because there is nothing accidental about your existence, nothing random about your journey, nothing wasted from your struggle. And though you have walked through valleys that made you question your own worth, though you have faced storms that made you wonder if you were forgotten, though you have endured warfare that made you feel spiritually exhausted, though you have encountered delays that made you doubt whether I was listening, I tell you now that I have been closer to you in those moments than you ever realized. For I am not the God who abandons, I am not the God who forgets, I am not the God who grows weary, and I am certainly not the God who ignores the cries of his children, even when they cannot articulate their pain, even when their prayers come out as broken whispers, even when their hope trembles like a candle in the wind. For I have been collecting each fragment of your heart, each shattered place within you, each unspoken fear, and restoring them with my love. For this is the season where you will finally understand why the warfare was so intense, why the waiting was so long, why the path felt so narrow, why the doors seemed sealed shut, because I have been preparing a blessing that required your spirit to be strengthened, your patience to be deepened, your wisdom to be sharpened, your discernment to be awakened, and your faith to be purified, for you cannot step into destiny carrying the weight of yesterday's wounds. And so I began the process of inner healing, even when you didn't know that was what was happening, and though you felt like you were breaking, you were actually becoming. You were growing, you were maturing, you were evolving into the version of yourself that can carry what I am about to place in your hands, for your calling is greater than your fear, your purpose is larger than your disappointment, your destiny stretches beyond your past, and I have been walking with you even through the tears that blurred your vision, because I see not only where you are but where you are going. And I say to you now that the shift is beginning, the breakthrough is approaching. The atmosphere around your life is changing, the chains that held you are weakening, the doors that resisted you are loosening, the heaviness that surrounded you is lifting, and the battles that seemed endless are nearing their conclusion. For I am stepping into your situation with authority, with power, with divine intervention, and nothing formed against you will stand, nothing designed to break you will succeed, nothing meant to delay you will last, because my hand is upon you, and what I bless no one can curse, what I open no one can close, what I speak no one can silence, and what I ordain no one can overturn. And even now I am restoring the things you thought were permanently lost. Your joy, your hope, your confidence, your peace, your clarity, your strength, and your sense of direction. For I am breathing life back into the places that felt numb, awakening dreams that felt dead, reviving purpose that felt buried, and igniting a fire within your spirit that the enemy cannot extinguish. For you have been walking through a season of testing, a season of spiritual warfare, a season of intense pressure, but pressure produces transformation, pressure produces resilience, pressure produces clarity, and pressure prepares you for elevation. And you, my child, are being elevated into a new dimension of spiritual maturity, a new dimension of purpose, a new dimension of identity, a new dimension of authority, because you are not who you were last year, last month, or even last week. For every battle has shaped you, every tear has refined you, every disappointment has taught you, every season of silence has strengthened you, and now you stand on the threshold of a divine reversal, a supernatural alignment, a breakthrough that will not be delayed, and I tell you that what is coming will overshadow what was lost, what is rising will outshine what was broken, what is forming will outweigh what was painful, for I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, despair into praise, and waiting into testimony. And I say to you now, prepare your heart, beloved, for I am doing a new thing, and though you cannot yet see its full shape, though you cannot fully understand the process, though you do not yet grasp the magnitude of what I am setting in motion, trust me, for my timing is perfect, my plan is intentional, my ways are higher, and my love for you has never wavered even when you doubted my presence. And know this, the season you are walking into requires the courage to release what hurt you, the faith to believe again, the surrender to let me lead, the humility to wait on my timing, and the willingness to embrace the new identity I am forming within you, because you are no longer the wounded one, no longer the forgotten one, no longer the overlooked one, no longer the broken one. You are chosen, you are rising, you are transforming, you are walking into purpose with a restored heart and a renewed mind, for destiny is calling you forward and I am guiding each step. And as you rise, every chain of delay will break, every generational weight will lift, every unseen battle will shift, and you will walk into a season where what once felt impossible becomes natural, where what once felt distant becomes tangible, where what once felt lost becomes restored, and I will show you that I am the God who finishes what I start, the God who redeems what was broken, the God who restores what was stolen, the God who heals what was shattered, and the God who turns endings into beginnings. And I speak to your spirit now. Awaken, 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 for the light within you has not burned out, it has only been waiting for my breath, and I am breathing upon you now with new strength, new clarity, new identity, new purpose, new courage, and new peace, and I declare that no darkness can extinguish what I am igniting in you, no enemy can stop what I am releasing for you, no failure can erase what I have ordained for you, and no weapon formed against you can prosper, for you are under my covering, surrounded by my presence, and held securely in my covenant of love. So open this message with your whole heart, my child, receive what I am pouring into you, step into what I am calling you toward, and do not delay, for time is moving and destiny is unfolding, and I tell you one final thing with the fullness of my love. Now go forth, for the light within you has been awakened. My child, as you continue to receive this word, let your spirit remain open, for I am still speaking, I am still pouring, I am still revealing truths that your heart has long needed, and I am drawing you deeper into a revelation that will anchor your faith for the journey ahead. Because I know how easily your heart becomes weary, how quickly discouragement tries to shadow your hope, how silently fear tries to creep in when you feel delays, how subtle the enemy's whispers become when you feel alone. And so I am surrounding you now with a divine covering, a holy assurance that you are not walking blindly, not walking unprotected, not walking unsupported, for my hand has never left you, even in moments when you felt abandoned, even in seasons when you questioned whether your prayers still reached me, even in the nights when you wondered whether you still mattered in the grand design of everything. And I say to you now, you matter more than you realize, for I have woven purpose into your spirit, destiny into your bones, calling into your breath, and identity into every moment of your existence. And nothing you have faced has been outside the reach of my grace or the sight of my eyes. And though you have wondered why certain battles lingered, why certain relationships broke, why certain doors stayed closed, why certain blessings seemed delayed, I assure you, beloved, that everything has been unfolding according to a timing that protects you, elevates you, reshapes you, and positions you for what is greater than what you lost. For I am not the God of mere replacements, I am the God of restoration beyond recognition, the God who takes what the enemy meant for evil and transforms it into a platform of strength, the God who turns your wounds into wisdom, your tears into testimony, your battles into breakthroughs, and your disappointments into divine redirection. And you must understand that the weight you feel at times is not always warfare but transformation, not always attack but preparation, not always resistance but shaping, for I have been molding your character, refining your discernment, strengthening your spirit, and unlocking layers within you that could not emerge without pressure. And though you dislike the pressure, though you wish the path was smoother, though you hoped the process would be shorter, I have been forming endurance within you that will carry you into the future I have ordained, because what is coming requires strength, not fragility, resilience, not fear, clarity, not confusion, and faith, not hesitation. And I am not simply leading you to a blessing but shaping you into someone who can sustain it, protect it, and grow within it. And this is why the enemy has fought you so fiercely, why the spiritual warfare intensified at moments you thought you were closest to your breakthrough, why old battles resurfaced, why unexpected storms appeared, Because the enemy sensed the shift even before you noticed it, sensed the awakening of your identity, sensed the increase of your spiritual authority, sensed the beginning of your elevation. And so he tried to distract you, discourage you, drain you, and confuse you. But even in those moments you were not defeated. For my presence covered you like a shield, my angels surrounded you with protection, my grace held you together when you felt yourself unraveling, and my spirit whispered strength into you when your courage faltered. And though you did not see the spiritual warfare with your physical eyes, know that you were defended, shielded, and guarded in ways far beyond your understanding. And I tell you now that the enemy's time in your life is ending, his influence is weakening, his access is closing, and his schemes are being dismantled. For I have decreed a shift over your life, a lifting of burdens, a breaking of chains, a restoration of what was taken, and a release of blessings that were held up. And you must prepare your heart, beloved, not for more suffering but for more glory, not for more loss but for more restoration, not for more confusion but for more revelation, not for more waiting but for divine fulfillment. For the season you are entering carries a weight of purpose unlike any season you have known, a clarity that will astonish you, a peace that will settle the storms within you, a joy that will revive the places that felt numb, and a direction that will replace every doubt that lingered in your heart. And you will soon understand why I needed you to surrender certain relationships, release certain habits, let go of certain attachments, walk away from certain environments, and silence certain voices, for you cannot rise while holding on to what was meant only for your past. And I am now guiding you into spaces that reflect your growth, into opportunities that honor your calling, into connections that align with your destiny, into environments that nourish your spirit, and into choices that strengthen your identity. And though the path ahead still requires faith, you will not walk it in fear, for I am infusing you with a confidence that does not come from circumstances but from my presence, a boldness that does not come from your strength but from my spirit, and an identity that does not come from the world but from my eternal truth. And so hear me, my child, for I speak this over your life with authority. You will rise above what tried to break you. You will step into what was meant for you. You will see the goodness I promised. You will walk through doors that no one can close. You will receive clarity that silences confusion. You will feel my peace overflow within you. You will witness miracles that confirm my hand upon you. And you will look back on this season not with bitterness but with gratitude, not with pain but with understanding, not with regret but with revelation. For you will see how every tear watered the soil of your breakthrough, how every delay prepared the path of your blessing, how every battle forged the strength you now carry, and how every prayer was heard even when you doubted its echo. And I tell you, the time of lifting is here, the time of renewing is here, the time of revealing is here, the time of restoring is here, the time of breakthrough is here, and nothing will stop what I am unfolding, nothing will hinder what I am releasing, nothing will steal what I am giving, and nothing will diminish what I am awakening within you, because you are chosen, you are called, you are protected, you are strengthened, and you are destined for more than you have seen, more than you have imagined, more than you have believed. And now I awaken the light within you once more. Rise, beloved, for you are stepping into a greater glory. My child, as you receive this next portion of my message, let your heart settle into stillness, for I am drawing you deeper into understanding, deeper into alignment, deeper into the truth of who you are and who you are becoming, because the transformation unfolding within you cannot be rushed, cannot be interrupted, cannot be diminished, for I have been working within layers of your spirit that even you did not know existed, healing fractures you thought were normal, lifting burdens you assumed you had to carry, breaking patterns that were never meant to shape you, and awakening strengths that have been dormant for far too long. And I tell you now, you are in the middle of a divine reconstruction, a rebuilding of your inner world, a reordering of your priorities, a renewal of your identity, and a reawakening of your calling. And though you sometimes feel uncertain, sometimes feel unsteady, sometimes feel like you are unraveling, what you are truly experiencing is the shedding of what no longer belongs to you, the release of what has been weighing down your spirit, the breaking off of spiritual residue from past seasons, and the emergence of a new anointing, a new clarity, a new sense of purpose, and a new spiritual authority that will carry you into the next phase of your destiny. For you cannot walk into the new while clinging to the old, and I have been gently loosening your grip from the things that were only meant to accompany you for a chapter, not a lifetime. And though letting go has felt painful, though releasing certain people felt confusing, though walking away from certain environments felt lonely, I assure you that nothing I removed from your life was capable of carrying you to where I am taking you, and nothing that left was meant to be part of your future. And you must trust me enough to believe that subtraction is sometimes protection, that silence is sometimes guidance, that isolation is sometimes preparation, and that endings are often the doorway into new beginnings, and I know it has been difficult for you, beloved, because your heart loves deeply, your loyalty runs wide, your intentions are pure, but not everyone can journey with you into the next season, not every mindset can align with the elevation I am bringing, not every connection can survive the shift I am orchestrating, and so I allowed certain doors to close, certain relationships to fade, certain opportunities to collapse because they were tied to a version of you that no longer exists, and I need you to understand that the growth you have endured is not ordinary, the healing you have walked through is not small, and the path I am guiding you toward requires a version of you that is whole, discerning, confident, grounded, and spiritually awakened. And that is exactly who you are becoming, even when you cannot yet see it, even when you doubt yourself, even when you feel unprepared, for I am shaping you in ways your eyes cannot yet perceive, and I am aligning pieces of your life that you don't even know need alignment, orchestrating connections you haven't yet encountered, preparing blessings you haven't yet imagined, and clearing paths you haven't yet walked. And in this moment I want you to release the fear that whispers you are behind, release the anxiety that tells you you're not enough, release the doubt that claims your breakthrough is taking too long, release the heaviness that convinces you your prayers are unanswered, for none of these things align with the truth of what I am doing in your life, and truth is what I speak over you now. You are not behind, you are right on schedule, you are not forgotten, you are deeply held, you are not overlooked, you are intentionally chosen. You are not failing, you are being prepared. You are not stuck, you are being positioned. You are not losing, you are transitioning. You are not breaking, you are awakening, and this awakening will illuminate every shadow that tried to hide your potential, every lie that tried to distort your identity, every wound that tried to weaken your faith, and every fear that tried to silence your voice, for I am rising within you, strengthening your spirit, sharpening your discernment, and lifting you into a higher realm of clarity. And soon you will begin to see the signs, the confirmations, the open doors, the restored opportunities, the unexpected blessings, the renewed connections, and the divine alignments that have been waiting for this very moment. And when everything begins to unfold, you will understand why the warfare was intense, why the waiting felt endless, why the isolation hurt so deeply, and why the transformation required such surrender. For nothing I do is wasted, nothing I allow is without purpose, and nothing I orchestrate is ever late. And now I speak this over your life, beloved. The weight is lifting, the fog is clearing, the chains are breaking, the blessings are forming, the answers are coming, the path is opening, the healing is deepening, the strength is returning, and the glory is rising, for you are stepping into a season where my presence will be undeniable, where my guidance will be unmistakable, where my peace will be unshakable, and where my favor will be visible in ways you have never experienced. And I tell you, do not fear what is ahead, do not doubt what I am doing. Do not question what I am working out behind the scenes, for I am with you, within you, before you, and over you. And the light I have placed inside you is about to shine with greater intensity than ever before, illuminating not only your path but the lives of those who will be transformed through your testimony, your endurance, your faith, and your obedience. And so rise once more, my child, for I am not finished speaking, not finished shaping, not finished lifting you into the destiny I have written over your life. My child, as this message continues to unfold within your spirit, feel the weight of my presence settling over you like a gentle mantle, for I am not merely speaking words to your ears but healing to your soul, revelation to your heart, strength to your inner being, and clarity to the places that have felt dark and confused. And I want you to understand that everything I have been shaping within you has been leading to this moment of awakening, this moment of realization, this moment of alignment, because you have carried burdens that were too heavy for one heart to endure, you have fought battles that drained your spirit, you have walked through seasons that left you questioning your worth, and yet through it all, you did not collapse, you did not surrender to despair, you did not lose the spark of hope buried deep within, and I see that spark. It is the very light I breathed into you, the light the enemy tried to extinguish, the light circumstances tried to smother, the light pain tried to dim, but it remains unbroken, unwavering, untouched, because it is divine, it is eternal, it is mine, and I am now fanning that spark into flame, awakening what has been dormant, strengthening what has been weakened, illuminating what has been hidden, and restoring what has been lost. And with every passing moment you are becoming more aligned with the destiny I carved into your existence long before you ever took your first breath, for I crafted you with intention, with purpose, with detail, with a calling that no one else can fill, and though the world has tried to convince you otherwise, though experiences have tried to plant doubt, though wounds have tried to distort your self-image, I tell you now, you are chosen, deeply chosen, intentionally chosen, eternally chosen, and nothing can undo what I have spoken over you, for my words do not fade, my promises do not weaken, and my purpose for you does not expire. And I know there were times you questioned your Value, times you believed you were not enough, times you felt unqualified, unseen, or unworthy, but those lies were born from wounds, not truth, from battle fatigue, not identity, from fear, not faith, and today I am breaking the residue of those lies off your spirit, lifting the heaviness they created, healing the places they damaged, and restoring the confidence, the boldness, the courage, and the faith that has always belonged to you. And I want you to listen closely. Your identity has never been shaped by your failures, your delays, your losses, or your pain. Your identity has always been rooted in my love, my design, my calling, my breath within you, and nothing you have walked through has disqualified you from the destiny I wrote for you. If anything, your suffering has only expanded your capacity to carry it, for every tear softened your heart, every disappointment sharpened your discernment, every trial strengthened your spirit, every setback fortified your endurance, and now you stand on the edge of a new season, a season where you will begin to see the purpose behind the pain, the wisdom behind the waiting, the protection behind the delays, and the beauty hidden within what once felt unbearable. And this is why the enemy fought so violently to discourage you. He knew that if you ever reached this place of awakening, nothing could stop you from stepping into your destiny, nothing could silence the voice rising within you, nothing could block the blessings being released over you, and nothing could diminish the authority you now carry. And yes, my child, you carry authority even if you do not realize it yet, authority that comes from surviving what should have broken you, authority that comes from surrendering what you could not change, authority that comes from trusting me in the silence, authority that comes from rising even when you felt weak, and I am elevating that authority now, increasing your spiritual strength, expanding your capacity to hear me, sharpening your ability to recognize my guidance, and deepening the well of wisdom within you. And as I do this, you will notice yourself changing, not out of effort but out of alignment, not out of striving but out of awakening, not out of pressure but out of revelation, and you will begin to see clearly what once confused you, you will begin to feel peace where anxiety once ruled, you will begin to embrace confidence where fear once dominated, and you will begin to walk with purpose where uncertainty once held you hostage. For I am guiding you into a life that reflects my intention, not the world's expectations. And this is why I tell you, do not fear this transformation, do not resist it, do not question whether you are worthy of it, for you were created for this very moment, crafted for this very season, designed for this very awakening. And now I speak this over you with power. The shift you have been sensing is real, the breakthrough approaching is near, the healing you have prayed for is unfolding, the opportunities you lost are being replaced with better ones, the guidance you asked for is coming with clarity, the purpose you felt disconnected from is reconnecting with strength, and the breakthrough you thought was distant is already moving toward you. For I am aligning everything with perfect precision, and soon you will look back and say, it was all preparation. None of it was wasted. Every step led me here, because you are stepping into a destiny that has been waiting for you, a future crafted by my hands, a season drenched in my favor, and a path guided by my spirit. And nothing, not fear, not people, not delays, not the enemy, can stop what I am unfolding in your life, for my light within you is rising, and it will not be dimmed. God is saying to you, my child, listen closely, this part is important. You keep worrying about what tomorrow holds, but I am already in your tomorrow. The enemy has tried to convince you that your story is ending, but I am the author, and I have already written victory into your next chapter. The doors that didn't open weren't meant to harm you. I closed them because your blessing requires perfect timing, and every delay is protection, not punishment. You cried in silence thinking no one saw, but every tear reached my throne. And now heaven is moving for you. You've been feeling a shift in your spirit. That is not your imagination. That is my spirit preparing you for a sudden breakthrough. Stay close to me. Stay faithful. Stay expectant. Because what's coming will not be small. It will not be ordinary. It will not be temporary. It will be the kind of blessing that makes you say, only God could have done this. The season you're entering will make sense of every struggle you survived. Don't let fear talk louder than my promise. I am with you. I am ahead of you. I am fighting for you. Your miracle is closer than you think. God is saying to you today, my child, hear me. You keep comparing your journey to others, wondering why they seem ahead while you feel stuck. But you are not behind, you are being prepared. The place I am taking you requires maturity, wisdom, and strength. If I gave you everything you prayed for too early, the blessing would overwhelm you instead of elevate you. So I have taken time to shape you, to refine you, to heal you, to separate you from what cannot go into your future. You may feel like you lost people, opportunities, and seasons, but I need you to understand something deeply. I only removed what was blocking your destiny. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was taken from you that I cannot replace with better. You are entering a chapter where sparkles your closed doors will make sense. Sparkles your silent years will be rewarded. Sparkles your tears will become testimony. Sparkles your waiting will turn into winning. Hold on to me. Walk with me. Trust my timing. I am positioning you for something greater than what you asked for. And when it arrives, you will say, Lord, now I understand why it took so long. What I'm preparing for you is worth the wait. God is saying to you today, my child, listen closely. You have wondered why the battles increased the moment you decided to grow, heal, or rise. But understand this truth. Spiritual pressure increases before spiritual promotion. The warfare around you is not a sign that you are failing. It is evidence that you are getting closer to what I promised. Do not fear the intensity. Do not fear the shaking. Do not fear the sudden storms that appeared out of nowhere. They are not sent to destroy you. They are revealing what I placed inside you. I am strengthening your spirit, training your endurance, and awakening your authority. Because the next season of your life will require a stronger, wiser, more rooted version of you. Beloved, you are not the same person you were last year. You are not as fragile, not as easily broken, not as quickly discouraged. You have grown in silence. You have matured in hidden places. You have developed spiritual muscles you didn't know you had. And now, every attack that was meant to exhaust you is actually sharpening your discernment. Every delay is fine-tuning your patience. Every disappointment is redirecting your steps. I'm not punishing you. I am preparing you for more. More influence. More clarity. More purpose. More spiritual authority. More divine capacity. What is coming will require your spirit to be steady, grounded, and unshakable. So take heart when you feel stretched. You are being shaped for destiny. The enemy sees your potential even before you do. That is why he fought you so aggressively. But he has already lost this battle. Because I have placed my hand upon you, and what carries my hand cannot be defeated. Stand firm, my child. Hold tightly to my word. Your spirit is being strengthened for a new season. And that season is already unfolding around you. You are rising, even if you feel weak. You are advancing, even if it feels slow. You are being positioned, even if you don't understand it yet. Your breakthrough is closer than your fears want you to believe.